But after studying and following some of the smartest entrepreneurs in the game, people like Alex Hormozi, Cody Sanchez, and others who built serious wealth, I've realized business owners play a totally different investment game. Traditional investing advice isn't wrong, it's just not optimized for entrepreneurs. And if I want to build real financial freedom, I need to think like a business owner, not like an employee. So in this video, I'm going to share exactly how I now plan to start investing and where I'm going to put my money at each stage of profit growth. This is the exact framework I'm following myself based on what I've learned from other entrepreneurs. With the first 1,000 to 10,000, I'm going to reinvest into myself. When I started generating extra profit, the biggest shift in my mindset was realizing the best return on investment isn't in the stock market, but it's reinvesting in my skills. If I invest my first few $1,000s into learning high-value skills, that compounds in a way that no index fund ever could. A $5,000 course that helps me close more deals or deliver better results for clients could easily add another $50,000 in revenue year over year. So at this stage, I focus on courses, mentorship, or coaching that make me a better operator. Workshops, certifications, or training that improve the quality of my service, and masterminds, books, or conferences that expand how I think and connect me with new opportunities. This phase is all about removing the skill bottleneck. Before I try and make my money work for me, I need to make myself more valuable. With the next 10,000 to 100,000 in profit, I need to reinvest that in buying back my time and improving my offer. Once I've leveled up my skills, the next challenge isn't me, it's my capacity. My time becomes the ceiling, and the business can't grow any faster unless I start investing in the infrastructure around me. Here's how I approach that stage. First, it's my team. I use extra profit to bring on support like contractors, virtual assistants, or employees that can free up my time from repetitive tasks. And this also allows me to bring on people who are better than me at certain tasks so I can focus what I'm best at. I also need to outsource household chores like cooking, cleaning, groceries, errands, and even making reservations and travel planning. So I have more time not only for business, but for my health and my relationships. Next is my offer. I need to reinvest money back into improving my service and my offers. Better results means higher retention, happier clients, and I get to charge higher prices. With the next 100,000 to 500,000 in profit, I would use that to pour the gas on sales and marketing. Once I built up my skills, my offer, and I'm confident I can deliver results for my clients, I reinvest into content, paid ads, outreach, and systems that consistently bring in new revenue and maximize the revenue from my business's online brand to dramatically scale revenue. This is where I stop thinking like a solo operator and really start to build a machine. Every dollar I invest here doesn't just buy back my time, but it scales my impact. With the next 500,000 or more, I plan to buy other businesses. The biggest lesson I've learned from other entrepreneurs is the fastest way to build wealth is through private equity, buying and merging other businesses. Once I'm generating enough profit and my core service is stable, the smartest move isn't to stash that money in the market. The best thing to do is to acquire more businesses that align with what I'm currently doing. Why? Because buying another business can instantly grow my market share by eliminating some competition, help me cross-sell my services to a new customer base, and increase my profit margins by acquiring suppliers, vendors, and other complementary services, and consolidating all those business functions together to boost the bottom line of the new combined rolled up enterprise. This is the stage where wealth creation really compounds. Instead of just growing 10% per year, I can grow 2x, 5x, even 10x by acquiring existing revenue streams and folding them into my ecosystem. Imagine how much that can also multiply the entire enterprise value of my business. After that, I'll diversify the residual profit. Only after I've invested in myself, scaled my business, and acquired other businesses would I then start thinking about traditional investments. And even then, I think about them as a place to store wealth, not really the main generator of wealth. At this point, I would allocate cash into tax-advantaged savings accounts, index funds, stocks, or crypto, and real estate for the tax benefits, appreciation, and as an additional income stream. At this stage, these investments make sense because they're no longer competing with my business for the best ROI. They're simply adding stability and diversification on top of an already strong wealth engine. This is why I put traditional investing last. I realized that as a business owner, I have something far more powerful than any stock or mutual fund. I have control. I control how my business grows, I control the revenue it generates, and I control the outcomes based on the effort and strategy I put in. No public investment can match that level of influence and potential return. That's why I follow a simple rule I've heard from every great entrepreneur. Focus on earning active income before focusing on passive income. So here's the investing path I'm building my entire wealth strategy around. First, I invest in myself, my skills, my knowledge, my mindset, then my business, my team, my offer, and my marketing. Then I can invest in other businesses, in acquisitions and expansion. Then I can diversify into stocks, real estate, and other passive income. This is how I plan to scale beyond a traditional small business and build a true enterprise. It's not about chasing the next hot stock tip. It's about doubling down on the one investment I understand and control better than anything else: me and my business. As always, if you like this type of content, give me a follow and don't forget to like and subscribe.